Switzerland is home to seemingly endless natural beauty, as well as a rich cultural history, ensuring there's something to discover that will astonish you. For ravishing alpine scenery and quaint villages oozing storybook charm, it's hard to beat Switzerland. Snuggled amidst the mountain valleys and lakes lie world-class international resorts and a long list of things to do, including hiking, biking, climbing, and skiing. Switzerland is known around the world for its chocolate, cheese, charming towns, and scenic landscapes. Everywhere you turn, you're treated to a little bit of history and a little bit of nature's beauty. Considering factors like sites, culture, accessibility, and variety of things to do, plus travelers and experts' input to calculate the best places to visit in Switzerland. 10th is St. Moritz. One of the world's most famous and among the first winter sports resorts, St. Moritz hosted the Winter Olympics in 1928 and 1948. The village of St. Moritz Dorf, with its large and palatial hotels, sits on the sunny terrace sheltered from the north wind above the St. Moritz Lake. St. Moritz Bad, on the valley floor at the southwest end of the lake, has iron-bearing springs that were already being used in a Bronze Age. The beauty alpine scenery with 25 crystal-clear mountain lakes, as well as forests and glaciers, is the region's greatest attraction. The magnificent view from St. Moritz embraces the mountains in the east going to the west. It is dotted with quaint villages and cobbled streets layered by crystal sheets of snow. Ninth is Lausanne. Lausanne rises elegantly in terraces on 3 hills above the north shore of Lake Geneva in Switzerland's French-speaking region. High bridges spans the gorge of 2 rivers that cuts through the city, combining with a steep rise from the lakeshore to give Lausanne a dramatic and scenic terrain with views of a savory Alps across the lake. An old university city and now a busy commercial one, it is popular for congresses, trade fairs, and conventions, with a number of outstanding meeting venues. Lausanne is the world's headquarters of the Olympics, and the Olympic Museum is among its most popular tourist attractions. The Romans established a trading colony here in the 1st century BC, and by the Middle Ages, Lausanne's cathedral was already important as a pilgrimage stop on the way of St. James. While the city is not usually on everybody's list, tourism in Lausanne is certainly booming and it has a lot to offer for tourists. 8th spot is Interlaken. Interlaken is a fantastic base for seeing the best of central Switzerland's magnificent scenery while enjoying the comfort of a chic lakeside resort. Tourist attractions are all around it. Interlaken is one of the oldest, best known and most popular summer holiday resorts in Switzerland. The first visitor arrived in the 17th century, and as transport facilities improved with the coming of the railroad, boat services on the lakes, and most recent the expressway, Interlaken became the major tourist center of the Bernese Oberland. Day or night, you'll find plenty of things to do in and around Interlaken, along with the almost endless variety of walks, climbs, and outdoor excursions. Above all, Interlaken is a perfect base for exploring the region and its spectacular mountains. You'll have no trouble finding places in Interlaken. 7th is Matterhorn. The Matterhorn and Switzerland are inseparably linked to each other. The pyramid-shaped colossus of a mountain, which is very difficult to climb, is said to be the most photographed mountains in the world. The Klein Matterhorn, which can be reached via a funicular, lies adjacent to the Matterhorn. The first ascent of the Matterhorn in the year 1865, which cost the lives of 4 out of 7 alpinists, changed the region forever. The Matterhorn became world famous and ambitious mountaineers inspired to climb in. Even today, the ascent of the Matterhorn is very challenging and can only be achieved by expert mountaineers with excellent equipment and a competent guide. One has a fantastic view of the world's most photographed mountains from a climb Matterhorn. Matterhorn is famous for its magnificent long ski runs, with terrain for all ski levels, but it also offers outdoor sports for other seasons. But summer or winter, it's the mountains that are still the prime tourist attractions. Sixth is Jungfraujoch. Jungfraujoch, top of Europe, is one of the most iconic and most beautiful places in the Swiss Alps. Jungfraujoch is a unique year-round mountain destination in Switzerland. It's also part of the UNESCO World Heritage Site. Some people also call Jungfraujoch the top of the world in Switzerland. And when you stand there, high above the highest peak of the Swiss Alps, it sure feels like you are at the top of the world. Visiting Jungfraujoch is very expensive and many people wondering if it is worth going there. It offers one of the most unique experience in the Swiss Alps. So yes, it is absolutely worth a visit. Jungfraujoch has something unique to offer in all seasons, and since many attractions are inside, so you can visit at any time. Fifth spot is Geneva. Geneva is the second largest city in Switzerland. The French-speaking city is famous as world's smallest metropolis and situated on the banks of Lake Geneva, right at the foot of the Swiss Alps. One of the first things that tourists will feel about Geneva is the cultural diversity. It is known as the capital of peace for being home to the European headquarters of UNO and Red Cross, as well as more than 180 international organizations. Geneva has many beautiful sights to enjoy the best vista of this incredible city and state its long-lasting history of tolerance and diversity. The regions of this city is in everywhere to be discovered. Geneva tourism is diverse and interesting as there are many tourist attractions. Also, many other sites will leave an unforgettable impression and make you wish to come back again and again in Geneva. Fourth is Lugano. Surrounded by mountains, Lake Lugano is the centerpiece of Switzerland's Ticino region, the southern canton where Italian is the official language. You'll notice more than a distinct Italian accent in the cuisines, architecture, attitudes, and more laid-back lifestyle than you'll find elsewhere in Switzerland. Lugano is the largest and most important town in Ticino. Its beauty and gorgeous setting make it one of Switzerland's most popular holiday resorts. Lugano is not the region's only lake. The northern end of the lake extends from Italy into the Swiss Ticino. Locarno and nearby Ascona are connected to Italian lake towns by regular boat service and by shore-hanging road. Enjoy the Mediterranean temperatures, palms and olive trees. If you really want to relax, just sit at the table in one of the squares and do what everyone does here: eat, chat, and enjoy life. Third on the list is Zurich. Zurich, Switzerland's largest city, is well known as the country's economic and cultural hub and one of Europe's main financial and industrial capitals. It's easy to forget that it's also a delightful and fascinating place for tourists. Its many attractions include dozens of museums, a well-preserved old town filled with medieval and Renaissance buildings, and enough art, both in and out of museums, to keep art lovers happy for a week. Zurich's traditional of liberal thinking and active intellectual life attracted leading figures that continues into modern times. The cosmopolitan city by the water combines creative urban life with nature in all its glory. Zurich is abuzz with activity day and night, with its countless events, diverse museums, own food festivals, and Switzerland's most vibrant nightlife. Second is Lucerne. Lucerne lies at the north end of Lake Lucerne, where the River Reuss flows out of the lake. The town, with its well-preserved medieval core, elegant historic buildings, and genial atmosphere, is one of the most popular tourist attractions in Switzerland. Many visitors come to see leading conductors, soloists, and orchestras perform at the annual Summer Music Festival and at other festivals spotlighting blues, piano, and even marching bands. The Benedictine monastery of Saint Leodegar was founded around 730, and the first mention of a town is of Luceria in 840. Lucerne is compact and easy to explore, with the old town and all the main sites within walking distance of the rail station. For tourists who love mountain scenery, the biggest attraction of all is Lucerne's location as a base for some of the most spectacular alpine rides in Europe. Today, Lucerne's attraction provides plenty of opportunities for tourists to add their own praise. And the top one on the list is Bern. The first time many visitors see Bern, they are stunned by the beauty of its setting. The capital of Switzerland is built on a sandstone ridge, encircled on three sides by the Aar flowing through a valley. High-level bridges link the city with the high ground on the right bank and with the newer parts of the city. Houses and shops, with their street-level arcades and projecting roofs, reflects the prosperity of the citizens of Bern in the 17th and 18th century, and this charming character of a well-preserved old town is integrated into everyday life of the city, causing it to be recognized by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site. Visitors who prefer to travel by train may take advantage of the dense rail network with its direct connection to the major European cities. Bern's central location makes it a perfect base for overnight accommodation and for excursion throughout Switzerland. Plan your visit with the top tourist attractions and things to do in Bern.